What is up, you guys? It's Cynthias, and let's talk about Housewives of Atlanta because there is a lot going on. And if you are like me, you've been watching Housewives of Atlanta for a long time, and there's been a lot of changes, especially with last season, that I really wasn't feeling too much. But let's talk about what's going on because they are trying to prepare for the next season, okay? And they don't know who the heck to put on the show. All right, so let's start off with, of course, I feel the main person who's holding down the show, Porsha Williams. Porsha. Okay, so producers are basically, trying to figure out who they're getting on season 14, honey. And they need Porsha because who else got stuff going on? And Miss Porsha done dropped the bomb on us. I'm sure you guys already know. Done dropped the bomb on us that she's with Simon, who was with Fallon. And Fallon was on the show last season as Porsha's new friend or whatever. That could have just been for all the show. That's a whole nother video to talk about that Porsha and Simon stuff. But Porsha ain't really seeming like she coming back on the show. And if she ain't back on the show, I'm definitely not watching as much as I watched the last season. I barely watched all of the last season like that because it's just different. It's not the same, and I like Nene on the show. I liked Phaedra, Sheree, Kim Zolciak. I miss Lisa Wu on the show. Like, I miss a lot of the old cast on the show. It's just too much new up in here, and it's just not gelling. Like, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Like, it's just not doing it no more. So Porsha's questionable. Now, Porsha's situation, of course, I'll source where I got all this stuff from just so you guys can go read the article according to Love B. Scott. So Porsha, of course, she has another show on Bravo. She's recording like her family life. She's with Simon and kind of like got her own little spin-off. I think she got like 8 episodes now or whatever. And she also does Bravo's chat room. I've never tuned into Bravo's chat room. Have you guys? I've seen a glimpse of it, but I've never watched it. And I know her and Giselle are on there and a couple other people, but I've never watched it. Not to say that it's not no good, but I just never, tuned into it. So basically, the girls are saying that Porsha can be better off with her spinoff and then doing Bravo's chat room. And I believe Porsha did just post today that Bravo's chat room is coming back. So she already has that check. She's getting a spinoff that check. Like, Porsha got checks coming in, okay? Like, Porsha has businesses. She got things going. But the girls are also saying that Porsha is faking not wanting to come back to RHOA so that she can get a bigger bag. And that is because Miss Cynthia Bailey is not coming back, okay? Now, I was watching Cynthia on Wendy Williams. She did another interview with somebody else. I can't remember who. And she was just saying, it wasn't really on Wendy Williams, I don't think. It was on this other interview I saw her on. It popped up on my YouTube feed and I watched it. And she was kind of like just saying, if I come back great. If I don't, I have other things with Bravo that I'm working on and stuff. And I'm like, why would she even say that? And then Miss Nene kind of hinted that, Cynthia basically shouldn't be on the show anymore. So it's, I guess, not a surprise if you were kind of following up on these little things or like peeping little things that Cynthia is not coming back on the show. Now, Cynthia was in her prime on the show when her and Peter were together, and of course when we watched them get married, and then when we saw them kind of going back and forth with Nene and Greg and those like conflicts, and then building their friendship back together and then getting it torn down, and when Cynthia and Nene were having issues and trying to work things out. And then you had her sister Mal interfering with her marriage. Like, she had a lot going on in like the businesses they were doing. That's when they were really, really good on the show. But after that stuff, it just kind of like her whole storyline kind of started to phase out. And it really wasn't much that she was giving anymore. And I like Cynthia a lot. I like her on the show. But I'm saying, like, I'm actually rewatching RHOA from season 1. I think I'm on like 4 or 5th season now. So like, I'm remembering like when her storyline of people who was on the show affiliated with her, it was really, really good. But now it's just kind of whack, to be honest. So my whole point of bringing up Cynthia too is Porsha may be trying to get, you know, Cynthia's a little cut of Cynthia's pay added on to her pay. Because of course, I guess allegedly she was getting paid about $75K per episode. Okay, these girls are getting paid, honey. I wish. So we also hear that Sheree Whitfield might be coming back, and if you've been on Sheree's Instagram, she did post a picture of her, like you could tell that she was doing like a the interview with Auntie Cohen at his little clubhouse thing, and she had a phone or whatever. So like they must have called her, okay? And I love me some Sheree, but when she came back, I don't know what season that was, if it was 11 or 10 or whatever. When she came back as just a bone carrier, I was just like, you know, like she could do so much more. Like, because mind you, like I said, I've been rewatching the whole show from season 1 when we first met Sheree, and the whole situation with Bob and her just like showing off all her bags and how much money she had and her bit. Like that's when I think she was at her prime too. You know, like it's cool when she goes and carries the gossip, and like her and Kim was on a show like this, but I feel like Sheree was at her best like in the first 3 seasons or whatever, you know what I mean? And then after that, you know, when the whole house didn't like really pan out or whatever, that's when it started to tank. So with her dating her man, I do want to know what's going on with her in her prison bay. Okay, I think he's out of jail now, but we kind of like we saw Sheree when she was dating that guy, doing the calls to the jail and stuff like that, and we didn't get a follow-up on what happened after. Like we didn't get to see him come home, and they, like, you know, like we missed a large chunk of what happened. So if she does come back, apparently according to this article, she's coming back as a housewife, but like a starter housewife, so she's not like, you know, getting the salary of probably what she had before. But, you know, I think if she brings it, which she usually does, she'll probably get bumped up. So Marlo Hampton is supposed to be getting a peach as a full-time housewife. Go Marlo, go Marlo. Now, some people aren't really here for it. I'm all the way here for it. Milo has been on this show for a long time, okay? A long time. Now, I think she did an interview with Candy. I think so, yeah. She did speak on an interview with Candy saying that she was offered a peach before a couple times, and like I guess she turned it down. I don't remember why, but baby girl, about time. And I really hope that it gives what it's supposed to give, because I really think that Marlo and Nene need to be on at the same time. But we will see, because I mean, her kind of like getting back cool with Kenya, I'm all for, you know, like just getting rid of bad energy with people, moving on, you know, clean slate and all that, because all that is good for your body, your mental, and all. You don't need all that extra drama that don't need to be there. But it would have just been nice to see her as a full-time housewife, while Nene is a full-time housewife. Then you got Cynthia on as well, and Sheree, and like just a lot of the old cast. Like that would have been magic. Also, they're saying Latoya Ali is not coming back on the show. So apparently production, I guess they don't need any more people that just kind of like pass along gossip. And I mean, they need people to stir things up, but I guess they're just not really looking for Latoya to do that. I think if we would have gotten, I know she has a lot going on with her and her husband and stuff like that. I think if we would have gotten her family life and stuff like that, maybe. But like, she just came in real hot and heavy. Like, she was just swinging, and like, I just felt like it wasn't really a good match for like what we're used to. Like, if you've been watching the show for a while, these girls, like some of them were actually, like if you really go back to season 1, a lot of these girls actually were cool. Like, they were friends now. And now it just seemed like they just throwing anybody up on here, and they just matching them up with so-and-so. Oh, you shoot a scene with the new girl, act like y'all cool, and then introduce us to, like, y'all not even really friends at this point. Like, it's just not genuine. You know, y'all don't hang out. Now, let's get on Drew Sidora. So, Drew Sidora, are you coming back? Are you not? It doesn't seem like she is as a full-time housewife right now. It doesn't seem like she is. But according to Love B. Scott, she has been filming for Porsha spinoff. Because, you know, they were like getting real cool. And it was like cute, you know, like that was cute for them to like become buddy and all the other stuff. But I don't know if she'll come back as a full-time housewife. Why do y'all think she might not be coming back? I mean, it was cool to see, like, you know, she actually is married. She has children. You know, she is getting her career, you know, going. Because, you know, she was she might have had like a gap in work in her career. I don't know. But, you know, she was getting back, getting jobs and stuff. And she had a little drama with her husband. And then, you know, she had drama with LaToya. And she wasn't afraid to go there. So, like, I don't know. Maybe, like, she wasn't really perceived well. Now, comment below, because this whole cast shakeup is going on because the ratings are super low. Did y'all watch the reunion for last season? I might have watched a little bit of one piece of it. And I didn't even watch last season's reunion, which is crazy because I've watched every reunion. Every single one. And this one, I didn't even care to turn it on. Like, that speaks volumes because I've been watching the show for years. And this year, I just said, and I haven't even watched it on demand. I just haven't watched it. And I really don't care to catch up on it either. So, yeah. I mean, we'll see. So, apparently, they just got Candy, Kenya, Porsha, hopefully, Sheree, and Milo. So, we'll see. Of course, Nene's not coming back. They're not checking for Nene at all, which, you know, is really sad to see because Nene started this whole thing. You know, it's just like, dang, you know, it really got taken to that point at this point. So, I mean, with this group of ladies, the only people I see shaking things up is Milo and Sheree. Of course, everybody is going to be coming at Porsha if she does return and commenting on her relationship, which I don't want a whole season of that. Like, we gotta have other things going on. So we will see what happens for season 14 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Do y'all think that they should just completely start over? Do y'all think that they should just get a lot of the old cast back, like Lisa Wu, of course Sheree, of course Nene, of course Kim, of course Phaedra, Cynthia, and like give that another run like they tried to do in season 10, I believe? You know, what y'all think they should do to save the show? Because honestly, the show is going downhill, and it doesn't have to. But I mean, I don't know if I could really take another season of it. I'm definitely gonna support it. But yeah, comment what you think down below, and I will see you next time. Bye.